So on this is what our graph was. At first it was an inverse relationship, and then we plotted 1 over the volume, and we got a linear relationship. So to write the mathematical expression, so this means we want to write the equation from the linear graph. Now, this type of graph isn't the equation y equals mx plus b. That's the general equation for a linear relationship. So here's what we want to do. We want to substitute in what is on the y-axis, what is on the x-axis, and then what were the values for slope, and what was the value for the y-intercept. Okay, now I'm not going to go back to my other screen where I had my graph. I remember what my values for slope and y-intercept were. So I'm going to write down the equation. So my equation, and I'm going to just put that down here, y equals mx plus b. So if I go to write the equation for this graph, for the linear graph, it would be y, what's on the y-axis? It would be pressure. And I'm going to put also the units, kPa, equals m. So I would go back and I'd get the slope value off of this. When I graphed it, the slope value here was 4. It would be 4, and I need to put my units, and that would have been rise right here divided by the run. So that would have been 4 kPa over 1 over the volume. Okay, times x is 1 over the volume. Put parentheses there, and my volumes were in milliliters. Plus the value for b, the equation, the line, went through the 0 y-intercept, and that would have been 0 kPa. So this is my equation right here for my linearized, or sometimes they call it the test plot graph. Okay, that's what we're really interested in, is getting that equation, and we're going to be using those equations from other data that we collect, and then those equations are going to give us our equations to solve physics problems. Okay, so I'm asking you to do the next one, and you can just graph these and then just sketch them here. When I say sketch, you do not have to put any numbers on here, but I would label what is your variable, and you probably should put your units here because you will need to know those units for other things. And so then do the next 3. Now, if a graph is linear, the original graph, if it is linear, you don't need to do a test plot. You could just go omit that. And then you can write, you still should write the equation for that graph down here. The mathematical expression is the equation. Have any questions on those? So try to do that worksheet 1, which is on pages, I think 14 and 15 in your workbook. And then I will, until we get you into either Schoology, or I might have to see if I can get you into a Google Classroom. Because I don't know, these LMSs right now aren't working, and they haven't gotten you your information that you need. Okay, so I will send this video to you